Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Redskins going up against the Ravens. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Redskins and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. In this offense, they look towards Steve Smith a lot.
It's a good idea because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or better than Steve Smith Sr.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Second down. Flacco now. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Slam. Crunch.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And here's the Redskin defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Escaping the pressure right. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20.
Let's get off the field. Back 99, Philly. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for the rookie from Tulane, Rob Kelly. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Starting 11 here for the offense. It's going to take some snaps here in a second. Wide receiver Pierre Garçon, always been a very good force in this league.
I agree with you totally on that. Even as a youngster, played with a fury, played with force, continues to do that now as a veteran, and knows how to...
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garçon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Three. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Force.
Flacco here on second down. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Flacco. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it's third down. So getting in there to swat that one away, Josh Norman defensively.
I still remember the first time I saw him in person. It was a postseason college all-star game, and he's out of Coastal Carolina, and he was the buzz of the week. Everyone kept talking about that corner. Got to go back and do more work on him. It's paid off pretty darn well, hasn't it? Yeah. Josh Norman's had quite an impact in the NFL.
Coastal Carolina round 5, and now a stud. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garçon, 91 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. But he said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass, went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 79 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Toss play, McFadden. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. McFadden will be the lone setback. Now Flacco. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
All right, here we go. 319. No. Gun. Set. 319. 319.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left. Come on, hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Mike 5-4. Over.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and just 1. Cousins now on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. And I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's put that team on the bus. Here we go.
First down. Here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Cousins, that's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Shift together here from the D-line.
They're not ready for this, man.
Second down, Flacco now. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Third and long for Joe Flacco. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. With it is Jackson. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
Super toe.
Complete to the right. This is Garcon. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Gone.
We'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
After 2015, when they only picked off 6 passes on defense, that was the lowest total in the NFL. You and I both know that they spent the entire offseason talking about getting interceptions, getting their hands on the ball, and taking it away from the other team. They'll take that pass breakup there, but you know darn well that all they're going to say is, if you get your hand on it, turn it into an interception. We've got to increase those numbers.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Returnable here from the 38. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Cousins, caught left side, Garcon. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garcon, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flacco off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
You played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Double tight. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll go again with Kelly. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really...
Well, he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to go up top again. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback. Last year... to come out to the 20 this year. They'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. First and goal here from the 9. First and goal, Kelly. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Play clock winding down. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
They'll come out in the pistol. A give left side, Kelly. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the play clock's running down. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Kelly on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hurry up, here we go!
They go play action. Cousins out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now here come the Ravens. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Matt Ioannidis, the rookie from Temple, in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Here's Flacco, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.